guys, happy Friday. So today for Vlogmas, I thought I would just share with you my quick sort of like no makeup type look that I will wear on days where I'm not into like going all out with my makeup. Today is one of those days where Stella and I just have a couple of errands to run together, and you know, we're going to places like Costco and like another grocery store. So I'm perfectly content actually going out with like no makeup on. I do that every night when I go to the gym. Like I don't have a problem like going out in public without makeup. But for me personally, I kind of like playing with makeup to some degree every single day, and I have a lot of makeup that I need to go through. So I just kind of put it on most days because I feel like it. But there are some days where I obviously don't care to do quite as much as what you guys normally see me in on camera. So I'm just going to kind of do like a get ready with me today, showing you my easy go-to look. I did already put on my SPF, which is something that I put on every day no matter what. And I really like the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. I really like this particular product because it actually helps to control my oils. The oil on my face. I have a really oily skin type, and this is one of the few things that really works well for me in terms of controlling that. I have recently started adding the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops to make this a better match for me shade-wise. It is a very beige color, and I have a lot of yellow in my skin, and so this didn't really match super well before, but I used to just make it work. And now that I have these guys, I just add anywhere from 2 to 3 drops in, and it changes the color to a perfect fit for me, and it also helps to provide a little bit more coverage. Now, I'm lucky in that I don't need a lot of coverage. I don't really have a lot of like discoloration or acne scarring or anything, so I'm really lucky in that department. But I don't know, sometimes it's nice to just have like a nice flawless clean canvas. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed out my Bare Minerals Original Powder Foundation in the color Light. I bought this last year because it was like the special edition packaging and I really liked it. And I hadn't used Bare Minerals in years because I really fell in love with the Everyday Minerals base because it's cheaper and it quite honestly works even better than the Bare Minerals does. But I do want to use this up since I bought it, and I'm actually planning on, when I'm all done with this, keeping this container and putting my Everyday Minerals into this container. That was kind of my thought process when I bought this, is that this is something that I would keep and put my other minerals into. So anyway, but I need to actually use it up first. And I don't mind the Bare Minerals Powder Foundation. It's just not like my absolute favorite. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this just to, once again, like even out my skin tone a little bit. Not that there's a lot to even out, but I don't know. It just also helps to absorb oil throughout the day when you use a powder foundation. So I want really light coverage, so I'm using this Contour Really Soft synthetic brush that I bought at TJ Maxx like 3 years ago. So I got some in my brush here, and then I'm just going to buff that on. The light is a really good color fit for me, but again, the Bare Minerals isn't my favorite. I haven't done a get ready with me in quite some time. My cold is starting to get better every single day, and I'm really excited about that. I'm trying to stay away from the area right underneath my nose because it's really dry under there. And powder foundation will accentuate that. So I'm trying to not do that. So Stella and I are going to Costco today, and then we have to stop by, I think, Trader Joe's on the way back as well. And that's all that we're doing today. By the way, if she comes upstairs while I'm filming, I'm going to have to turn the camera off because girlfriend is not enjoying wearing pants these days, so she's my little pantsless wonder. She's got on a really nice sweater, but just didn't want to put on the matching pants. She's almost 4 now, so she definitely has opinions about what she wants to wear. Okay. So I'm spending a little bit more time on this than I normally would for a quick makeup routine, but whatever. I always bring it down onto my neck a little bit too to just blend that down. Okay, so I'm gonna do just a tiny bit of contouring, like really lightly, nothing serious at all, because I'm just so used to contouring every single day. Let me do it really quickly. Anyway, I'm gonna use my NYX blush in taupe, and this is it's an angled, like blush brush, I think is what this actually is, from Sonia Kashuk. I'm just gonna quickly do a little bit of contouring on my cheekbones. Again, not a lot. We get to go out to dinner with friends tomorrow night, and I'm kind of excited. I think we're just gonna go to like a super casual restaurant though, so it's not gonna be worth dressing up for. Okay, and a little bit down the side of the nose, not much. I hear Stella downstairs. I have no idea what she's doing right now. Okay. And then, where's that brush? Let's just go over that really quickly, because I definitely don't want anything that's like defined by any stretch of the imagination. A little bit of blush, and I'm just going to use this really light, almost non-existent shade called Beaming from the Tarte, what are they calling this? Bling It On palette, the blush palette that they came out with this year. I use this more as like a blush topper for most days, but on days where I'm doing a really light look, it works perfect for just a really nice light flush of color. There's really not much color payoff at all, but especially if you have anything darker than my skin tone, like this is really not going to show up on you. But it's just enough, I think, to like make it look a little bit more polished for me. Okay. And then I'm not going to like do any eyeshadow, but I am going to run my Brûlée from Wet n Wild all over my eyelid. That just evens it out a little bit. So I like to do this most days. I am wearing an eye primer, by the way. I have to wear an eye primer even when I'm not wearing any makeup at all, because my eyelids are so oily that if I don't prime them during the day, the oil breaks through, obviously. And it will run into my eyes and it stings. I know that's so disgusting, but like I literally have the oiliest skin type that you could ever imagine. It's really sad. So again, this just helps to even things out, and it also helps to, like, you know, in case any oil does break through, it just kind of helps to mattify my eyelids a little bit. Okay, let's do brows really quickly, because I do have to do something to my brows. They're virtually non-existent, so. But I'm just going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Volumizing Brow Powder in the color gray, obviously. Goes with my gray hair. I was at the gym last night, and I have to say I get so many compliments on my hair, which is so like funny to me, because at this point this is just my natural hair color. You know, I obviously had her like put in the gray earlier in the summer, but like what's grown out, like all of this is just my natural color at this point. So but people really seem to like it, and they're always like, oh my God, what exactly did she do to your hair? And I'm like, this is a combination of bad genetics and then like me trying to fix my hair to make it like blend with my natural hair, and this is what I ended up with. Like I can't tell people what I did, because it just is me stopping doing stuff to my hair, honestly. Okay, so I'm just filling in these bad boys a little bit. for some reason, like, I think it's, oh yeah, okay, there we go. I had like kind of a shadow over here, so I couldn't tell what the hell I was doing. I went outside the lines a little too much there. Okay. So just filling that in a little bit. Going to the other side, doing the same thing over here. I do still have some natural brow hair left, and I just try to follow that for the most part. My brows have never been perfectly symmetrical. They never have been my entire life. Like, you know, growing up, I definitely noticed that one side always was a little bit higher than the other. I think it's just the way that I hold my facial expression. Like my natural, like, just resting bitch face, or like just my regular face. They're just not even. I do have to admit that I have a bad case of resting bitch face. Like, I used to have people tell me all the time in like high school and college that like they thought that I hated them at first because I would just like glare at them, and I was always like, no, like that's just how I look. Like, I mean, I try to like, you know, smile and be happy for the most part, like so that, you know, people feel comfortable coming up to me. But I mean, when I'm just like going about my business, like I do look like I kind of want to rip someone's face off. But I swear that's not my intention. If you ever see me out in public and that's the face that I have on, like I'm not a raging bitch. I don't think I am. I mean, I don't know, someone might disagree, but that is definitely a real thing for me, is resting bitch face. I've honestly had so many people like tell me that in my life, like, oh, I thought you hated me at first. And I was like, no. Okay, I really like am not paying attention to this today, and they're not turning out all that great. Some days are better than others. Okay, let's just run a brush through it and that might fix it. I really love this brow powder more than any brow powder that I've ever used, honestly. Not only for the color, because it's such a good match for me at this point with what my hair is doing, but it's also just like, it's just a really nice brow powder. It stays put. And let's put on, how about just some lip balm? I'm going to use the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm, and I'm the only one using it, so.
Mommy, some bread, please.
You want some bread?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be down in a minute. Anyway, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not even going to bother putting on mascara. I don't care that much today. And honestly, most days where I do this kind of look, like I don't bother putting on mascara. And honestly, in about 5 hours, I'm going to take off what I just did put on my face because we're going to be going to the gym. So, but this is just really easy for me. I feel like I look polished. I'm going to go blow dry my hair, obviously, because I'm not going out with wet hair, but I just don't even bother doing much to my hair either. Not that I do most days, but this I just feel like is a good way to look like you put some effort into your face without like, you know, going overboard and taking a ton of time. Usually when I'm not recording this and like jabbing at the same time, like this takes me less than 5 minutes to do. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and blow dry my hair. And then I'm going to take Stella to Costco on a Friday, which might be a really bad idea, but she needs applesauce. I buy those like squeezy applesauce tubes from the Kirkland brand, and she loves them. I cannot get her to eat applesauce out of like a little, like, you know, like the little plastic tubs. She won't do it. She won't do it if I buy it in a big jug and put it into a bowl for her. It has to be out of the squeezy tube. So it's organic. It's good for her. It doesn't have like a crap ton of sugar in it. So, and it's one of the few things she'll eat without me like begging her to eat it. We're in that like picky stage of eating with Stella right now, which is driving me nuts because I'm like, how are you getting any nutrition? I don't know how she's actually like still growing and thriving, and like how her brain cells are not constantly dying from lack of nutrition. This kid could go for like 2 days without eating if I didn't give her like something that she liked eating. Everything right now is yuck, gross, ew, disgusting. Like things that she used to love eating, like pizza, and she used to love eating avocados and bananas and blueberries and strawberries and all of like this healthy stuff. And just in the last like 5 months, she's been like, everything's disgusting. Okay, I gotta go feed her some bread. I'm gonna try to like sneak some flax powder on there or something. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this quick get ready with me, and I'm gonna go off and get my day started. So I'll see you guys in the final week of Vlogmas next week. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.